What's up, folks? We got a couple of things to talk about today. The first thing we're going to put on the list is we're going to talk about Richard, also known as Coughlin666, has had more fucking false DMCAs filed against him, which is fucking bullshit. I feel like this just keeps fucking happening over and over and over again, and if it pisses me off this much, I can't imagine how much it pisses him off. I don't know what else I can add to this, but to suggest something to those of you who live within these United States. The closest thing I could come to the people who would be in charge of deciding how you revise the DMCA, and particularly the thing I'm looking at is how do we implement proper procedures for punishing people that falsely file DMCAs? Because I feel it should be the same exact punishment as if you were to call the cops on a fake call, and you can go to fucking prison for that shit, okay? Don't doubt it. You can go to jail for a long time for that, or lose a whole hell of a lot of money. And no civilian needs to fucking bring it to court on that. The government will do it themselves. Same thing as if you lie in court. If you lie in court, the defendant isn't the one bringing charges against you. It's the government bringing charges against you for fucking lying. And I think that the punishment for these false DMCAs should be exactly the same as lying to the authorities about anything else, okay? It's not fucking acceptable. We have a secondary problem with YouTube's policy on instantly removing any video that's been DMCA'd. Though I can understand their position because they just don't want to get sued. That argument doesn't hold much water when you're talking about a DMCA filed by some nobody, as opposed to a DMCA filed by Warner Brothers or Sony or something like that. I can understand them saying, "Oh shit, Sony filed a DMCA. We need to take down this whatever the fuck it is so we don't get sued." But if some jackoff files a DMCA, maybe you should fucking review it, look at it a little bit, see what the risks are involved, and make an informed decision. But we don't necessarily even need YouTube to revise this situation, because if people realize that they can really get punished, like in a serious way for filing these DMCAs, they won't do it. Okay, they won't. So I would suggest that if you have any of the following Senate members, if any of these following names are senators from your state, I recommend that you drop them a line. They probably have a website or an email that you can write them letters and whatnot. My senators do, I imagine yours do. These are senators on the United States Senate Commerce Subcommittee on Communications Technology and the Internet, which is part of a larger committee on, communications technology, whatever. The chairman of this Senate committee is John Kerry from Massachusetts. The minority ranking member of the minority is John Ensign from Nevada. The Democrats, we have Daniel Inouye, I guess, from Hawaii, Brian Dorgan from North Dakota, Bill Nielsen from Florida, Maria Cantwell from Washington, Frank Lautenberg from New Jersey, Mark Pryor from Arkansas, Claire McCaskill from Missouri, Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota, Tom Udall from New Mexico, Mark Warner from Virginia, Mark Bejic from Alaska. The Republicans are going to be Olympia Snowe, or Snowy, with an E at the end, from Maine, Jim DeMint from South Carolina, John Thune from South Dakota, Roger Wicker from Mississippi, George Lemieux from Florida, Johnny Isaacson from Georgia, David Vitter from Louisiana, Sam Brownback from Kansas, and Mike Jonas from Nebraska. If these are any of your senators, I recommend that you drop them a fucking line and say, hey, consider putting in some extra punishments here, and it's a chance for the government to make money off of finding these cocksuckers for filing these false DMCAs. The government loves passing new laws that they can take money from people. This should be fucking easy, right? That's just one suggestion. Good luck to Richard. I'm sure his counterclaims will go over well, but his secondary issue with YouTube removing his account, I don't know what's up with that. So we're going to have to wait and see. So if any of these are your senators, drop them a fucking line. So this weekend, I went to the worst state I've personally been in, which is Indiana. All right, Indiana. The only saving grace in Indiana has is that I don't have to go through Ohio in order to get there. Okay, that's the only positive thing I can come up with. Went to visit a friend at Indiana State University. The Sycamores. Their symbol is a leaf, but their mascot is a wolf. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Was not explained to me. This is my friend that also used to live in Michigan, and now he moved down to Evansville, Indiana, beginning of freshman year in high school. And he's a junior at ISU. He's going to be a pilot, but he's in a fraternity, and it's funny because he was never like in that kind of group of people when he was living here. It's like after he moved to Indiana, he started like being one of the popular kids, but he doesn't really notice it because he's still the same kind of dude inside. But I fucking noticed it. But he's in a fraternity, and so we were hanging out with all his fucking frat friends, and all his girlfriend is like the head of her sorority, and all of her sorority friends, and holy fucking shit. Fraternities and sororities are filled with some stupid fucking people. I do not give a shit where you are. You're all fucking stupid as shit, alright? You know, you'll learn a lot about a group of people being the only sober person at a party, because I didn't drink. I'm not going to drink around these people. And people's true colors start to come out when they get drunk. Their accents started to come out. They started to get more and more and more retarded. I don't know. It was like being in a room full of gorillas, because they're all these frat guys are giant, fucking huge, muscular dudes. And the funny thing was, they're all drinking, you know, protein shakes and shit like that. Like the friend that we were visiting lives in what they call a quad. And it's got 3 single-person rooms and 1 double room, and like a common area and shit. And all the people there, like, there's blenders all over the place, you know, for these people to be mixing up their protein shakes and shit. And even the fat, out-of-shape people are drinking these protein shakes. I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to drink protein shakes unless you're fucking working out, you know. You don't have to fucking be a genius to figure that shit out. Just saying. I mean, I found the whole experience to be rather interesting. I've always enjoyed seeing how square certain people are about pot, but how they're willing to get totally shit-faced and like participate in homoerotic activities, but like they won't dare fucking smoke any pot. That's one that's never fucking never registered in my mind. But I you know, these jock kids, man. I would describe them as preppy kids, but I want to make something clear on this. When I say prep, I don't necessarily just mean people that dress in prep clothing, because that's too simple. Because like the friend that I went with, he dresses in preppy clothing too, but he's not a fucking prep. He never hung out with those people. That's just the clothes that he wears. Okay, prep is a position. You know, it's a way of thinking, and the best way I can describe it is the girlfriend of this one. There was one of the frat guys. It was like some sort of football player or something. Huge, good-looking dude, all muscular and shit. You know, like the character, like the stereotypical kind of like guy that you see in those kind of movies and shit. And his girlfriend, fucking hot, right? And they were talking, and the way that she was introduced to me was, this is so-and-so, the hottest girl at ISU. Now, I don't care how humble of a human being you are. If you spend your entire life having people tell you things like, you're the hottest girl at ISU, or you're dating the hottest girl at ISU, or you're dating the hottest girl wherever, it's going to blow up your fucking head a little bit, all right? And that's how people become preps, when they have inflated egos based on nothing other than their own appearance, okay? Appearance does not character make, okay? There has to be something else underneath to make you a full-fledged human being. If all you have is looks, then you're nothing but a mannequin. And these women wonder why, when they focus on nothing but their looks, they are treated like objects. They're treated like mannequins because that's all that they have, man. How do you expect to be treated like anything other than an object when that's the only thing about yourself that you put forward? You know. Ugh. But I don't know. I don't know how the fuck you people live in these fucking dorms, man. I could not stand this shit. This dorm smelled. Not my friend's room. Not my friend's room. It smelled fine because he's a fucking civilized person. But the rest of this fucking place smelled like fucking urine and buttered popcorn combined. I don't know how the hell that happens, but that's what it fucking smelled like, dude. It was fucking gross, okay? Everything was disgusting. Even the bathroom was disgusting, and the bathroom gets cleaned once a week according to the sign on the fucking wall. By housekeeping. They don't even have to do it themselves. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ridiculous. And fucking pop is way too expensive in that state. For a state with no deposit, you guys have no fucking right charging $1.25 for something out of a vending machine. If there's no deposit, I'm not going to pay that. There's no reason I should pay that much money. Okay. If I'm in Michigan and I pay $1.25 for a drink, I know that 10 cents of that is fucking deposit. Where the hell they get off charging $1.25 with no deposit, I don't know. And trying to explain the concept of deposit to these people was quite interesting. And this whole shit about not knowing what pop is, okay, I can understand that a lot of people don't use the term pop, okay, soda or whatever, but the term that they use down there is they just call everything Coke, okay? I've actually heard people say Pepsi Coke. I've actually heard people say Sprite Coke. I've actually heard people say, shit like that. It's unbelievable when you actually hear this shit come out of someone's mouth. You can't say that, okay? Because pop is non-descriptive, okay? Pop just means any carbonated sugary beverage, okay? Pop has no, branding identification. There's no brand of soda called pop, at least not that I'm aware of. Coke is fucking Coke, though. There's a brand called Coke. Okay, that's a descriptive word. You can't just call everything Coke. That's retarded, okay? If you can't remember different brand names and there's something fucking wrong with you, maybe you should go kill yourself. I don't know. The roads were okay, I guess, but fucking truck drivers in that state do whatever the hell they want because I only saw one Indiana State cop the entire way there and back, and we were in Indiana driving for like at least 12 hours in total, and I only saw one. They need to get some more fucking cops out there and take care of these truck drivers because they're pissing me off. They need to do something about their fucking license plates because now half the license plates, instead of having the state symbol, the state seal, which is like a torch thing, they say "In God we trust." All right, not cool. Get that shit off your fucking license plate. What else we covered? Accents retarded, license plate. They don't sell Arnold Palmers there. What the fuck is this shit? The cigarettes were a little bit cheaper, but not cheap enough. No deposit, we covered that. Woof, except they're the Sycamore, we covered that. They had like a common area, like with all these restaurants and shit. If all this just like describes a typical university, don't like. I've never been to one before. Okay, so this is a first time experience for me. But they had like a common area with all these fast food restaurants and shit. I guess that's where all the dropouts work. But the worst accent I heard the entire time I was down there was on the cashier to the Taco Bell in this common area. And not only did he have the worst accent, but he was also the dumbest motherfucker I saw there too, because I've never seen someone take so long to count out $1, like 40 in change before. I've never seen somebody literally take 3 or 4 minutes to figure out how much fucking change to give me. Retarded, okay? Retarded. Do something about, like, your education system. Fix that, okay? What the hell else? What else fucking sucks? Oh, all these divided roads okay, with no fucking way to turn around in it. Because in Michigan, we have something called the Michigan left. And I know they have the Michigan left in some places in other states. But a lot of people just don't have Michigan lefts, and it's retarded, okay? So say you have a divided highway, all right? There's a median of some sort in the way, whether it be grass or concrete. Something is there, okay, to prevent you from making a direct left turn into a business or whatever. So what you do is you're going to take a side, you're going to take a little U-turn. Okay, it's set up like that. It's called the Michigan left. Okay, so in order to turn left on a divided highway, you would have to turn right and then go around the Michigan left and get on the proper direction on that divided highway. Okay. In the city we were in, Terre Haute, okay, which is where Indiana State University is, there was a bunch of these divided streets, but they don't have Michigan left turnarounds. So if you want to fucking get into a business, you have to go down to the next street and fucking turn around there and either get into the right area get onto the correct side of the road or take a side street down to this business. Retarded. Okay. I saw a light. It was a left-hand turn light to get on the freeway. Okay. It had one light on the top and 4 lights arranged in a box below it. Okay. And a sign next to it said, "Turn left only on green arrow." Okay. If that's what you're doing, then why the fuck would you need 5 lights? You would only need 3 at the most. A red, a yellow, and a green. That's all you need. What the fuck are the other 2 lights for? I don't know. Just to throw people off? Just to try to fucking confuse people? I don't understand. Okay? Do something about that. Went through Indianapolis, wasn't very impressed. What else fucking sucks? It was raining. Wasn't cold enough to snow. It was fucking shitty. I don't know. All in all, the state sucks. Okay, and if you don't fucking like that, then go fuck yourself. All right. Fuck you. I now rank Indiana up on the same level of shittiness as Ohio. And you almost have no choice but to drive through one of them. Oh, man. So, I guess the moral of this story is fucking don't go to Indiana.